Hey guys, it's MugenLord here. I'm back again with another video. If you haven't checked out my previous video where I talked about gameplay and my reaction to Street Fighter 6, definitely check it out. But in this video, we're going to talk about Final Fantasy 16 because the State of Play has also revealed that at the Sony event. And I just want to give my overall thoughts and my opinions with this reaction. And the good thing about it is I'm glad I did miss all of this, the State of Play, so I can actually give you my initial reaction to the videos raw. So let's dive right into it. So let's do this. Let's go check this out.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself.
Okay. Oh, was it the icon it said?
There's going to be another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Interesting. Is that okay?
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Okay, interesting.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new
Okay.
order to see us unto tomorrow.
The combat looks interesting. I just
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island.
alright. So I wonder what kind of battles those going to be like. Yeah, so summoning, okay, icon battles. So it seemed like that the icons definitely gonna play a big role in this gameplay. Garuda.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Okay. Phoenix. Tyen. Garuda. Ramu. Shiva. Odin. Brahma. Ifrit. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Release date. We got a release date. We got a release date.
Awaken, child of fate. Awaken, Ifrit.
Oh wow, summer 2023. So they pushing it to next year, huh? Okay. So definitely, so that means Final Fantasy 7 remake going to be 2024 then. So we're not going to get it this year. That's a whole year from now. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so that's Final Fantasy 16. Wow, interesting. There's a lot to unpack here when it comes to Final Fantasy 16. This is definitely an interesting situation with this game. It seemed like they really want to put a lot of time and a lot of effort into this game, and they want to take their time with it, which is definitely a good thing. As far as from what I've seen and what I think about what I saw so far, the gameplay, now the combat looks really interesting. It seems like they putting a lot of effort into the combat, and especially when you have the battle director behind Devil May Cry and Dragon's Dogma and everything that's actually working on the combat. So that's safely, we can safely assume that that's going to work in that department. And the thing that really got me super curious when it comes to the gameplay is, so far what we've seen no party members. We seem like it seemed like this game may only be a single player, you know, a single character type of action role-playing game. Now the thing is, I don't have a problem with it, but it's a Final Fantasy game. So when it comes to Final Fantasy, you know, I expect a huge roster of characters that, you know, join your party that you can take commando of and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that, you know, since this is just another actual first real trailer with some actual gameplay, is that maybe this is just the beginning. Hopefully we get some other trailers to see everything else as far as the combat and other characters, and if you're gonna have other playable characters. So I kind of wouldn't be a fan of that, having a Final Fantasy game with just about one character. You only play as that one character and everything. I do love my Final Fantasies with a huge party or a wide cast, or just a variety of characters that you can choose and command and everything. But we just have to wait and see. So I'm not going to sit here and just judge it just based on that alone. But it looks like, as far as story is concerned, which I said in my previous video, that it's kind of like that the icons, which are the summons in this game, it seems like they're doing like this Naruto approach, where it's like the nine-tailed beast, that each nation has a person that's pretty much have an icon that's sealed within them, and then they use them for battle. And it seems like the icons also play a big role in the gameplay mechanics as far as the battle system is concerned. Now, there's one part of the game where you see the fights, but it kind of looks automated. You see the health bar, and you just see the main character and clashing with the enemy, and it seems like it seems automated, and I'm not sure how that's going to work out, how that plays, but it seems like it's a cutscene that you just sit and watch and maybe press a button like a quick time event or something like that. But overall, I am super excited to see where this story is going to go. I think this is a neat idea for a Final Fantasy game. Focus on the summons, but yet the summons are within the person themselves, and they utilize these summons as weapons to, you know, to strut their power, that nation or that kingdom's power, you know, from that point. So it looks interesting. But a summer 2023, I wasn't expecting that. I was more so expecting like a holiday of 2022 release. So it's definitely Final Fantasy VII Remake is definitely far off from here. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 will most likely probably be a 2024 release, now that we have an actual official release date for Final Fantasy 16. And the fact is that they said they're pretty much complete Final Fantasy 16, and we get waiting a whole year for it, really has me thinking like, what's going on with that. But well, then again, they do have other RPGs this year, like Star Ocean and Valkyrie Profile, or Valkyrie Elysium, and we have the other game, the Dialfield Chronicles. So maybe you want to save space and allow those three games to carry them for the rest of the year. And then of course, that shitty game for Spoken is supposed to be coming out this year, so I guess they want to leave room for that. So that makes sense to have that move to the next year for 2023. But that's pretty much my overall thoughts and what I think about Final Fantasy 16 and what they're showing off at the state of play in this trailer. I'm definitely looking forward to see what they have as far as more information is concerned. We do have this whole year for the Final Fantasy 35th anniversary, and of course for the Final Fantasy 7 25th anniversary as well. So definitely let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about what you have saw with Final Fantasy 16? And also hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, because it definitely helped me in the algorithm, and hit that bell to be notified for more Final Fantasy 16 news and just gaming in general. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.